welcome to the GSN Spotlight Series. I'm Ernst Bruder. I'm a member of SIBF, and I have the great pleasure today to interview Ghanim Al Sulaiti from Doha, Qatar. And he's a MELA member and a graduate of the Master Class 9. So, Ghanim, why aren't you telling us just a little bit who you are and what you're doing?
Well, the pleasure is all mine, Ernest. I'm very happy to be doing this interview with you, and as a great mentor of my journey also. So yeah, I'm Ghanim. I'm a 27 years old engineer in profession. However, I started my own businesses 5 years ago, where I managed to transform a passion of mine of eating healthy and eating plant-based into a business that can generate money, but at the same time can offer people the change that they need to see in the society. So I'm a founder and an owner of 5 different businesses. I'm a founder of Evergreen Organics, which is the first vegan cafe in Qatar. I'm also started a vegan skincare line called Botany. I started Papercuts Factory, which is a factory that focuses on producing eco-friendly packaging. At the same time, I've managed to start my own foundation called the Goodbye Foundation, where we help feed children healthy vegan food. At the same time, also, I'm still in the process of developing my own holding company, where I'll be able to create more concepts that can provide health for the communities, make the environment a bit more cleaner, at the same time create ethical businesses. So that's my goal. I have developed these goals, these missions of me during my journey, and I'm very happy to be able to create concepts to create change in people's lives, and at the same time be part of a bigger vision, which is the country's to 2030 vision that everybody is trying to focus on, which actually it's one of its core messages is sustainability. So yeah, all my businesses are sustainable. They're all eco-friendly. They're all have one common theme, which is to preserve this planet and preserve the resources that we have. Could be from a service that we offer or from the food that we cook. Yeah.
So, Ghanim, just tell us maybe a little bit more in detail about your Papercut factory. I had a pleasure to visit that, and I was very intrigued. So, tell us a little bit more what you're doing there and how you're doing it, where you get the raw material, etc.
So Papercuts started in 2017. It's a packaging factory where we try to create solutions for businesses, for a lot of the cafes, restaurants, shops, on how they can start using packaging that is eco-friendly, biodegradable, at the same time something that doesn't hurt the environment. Packaging is something that we still have to use, unfortunately, during this generation or this era. And I think we should at least find a solution to find something that's less harmful to the environment. So the factory is a design factory where we design packaging for people. So you come in to the factory, you said, I want a bag that looks like this. And we come up with a design for you, and then we do a sample, and then that's how it works. We use papers that are recycled in Qatar from the waste of Qatar. And I think that's one of our specialized, I would say, characteristics as a factory, because we do have, we have the power now to create packaging very sustainably in Qatar, but from the waste of the people. So it's very creative, but at the same time, it's very simple. It's like, why we don't do this for everything else around us? How can we reuse the waste that we are producing as humans on the planet? So we do that, and we do campaigns. I mean, we started this paper straws campaign where we are trying to convince all the big hotels and big entities and organizations to stop using plastic straws. And so we're now supplying big companies like the Four Seasons and the Antara hotels and all of these things with paper straws, and get them into a contract where they have to stop using plastics. So I think these are all achievements that I'm very proud of, and I think we're still growing. We've just jumped from a small factory back like 2 years ago. We were in a very small factory. Now we're at a 3,000 square feet, you know, factory that we are so happy that it's going to allow us to expand and to bring new machinery and start being more automated and be more creative, of course, at the same time in terms of sustainability. So we're very proud to be a sustainable factory in Qatar and ethical at the same time and trying our best to do that. Yeah.
We use the word sustainability a lot, and you mentioned it as well. Tell me maybe a little bit more what you personally understand about sustainability. What's your definition?
Okay. So sustainability, I think, is a very general word. I think it depends on how you see it. For me, it started with food, because I think this is something that we do every day and we have to do to be alive. So I think that's the biggest impact that I can focus on, which is something that I'm doing every day, 3 times a day. So for me, sustainability is about doing the best practices you can do to preserve the environment, keeping in mind the time, the place, the location, the resources that you have. So each location, each person in different countries or different environments have different criteria and what sustainability means to them. So a person in Africa, sustainability means to them is something completely different than what it means to people in Doha, what it means something in Boston, I think, you know what I mean? So different ways. So I always, for me, my definition is, as I said, food is be able to stop using the food that actually hurting the environment and food that is not sustainable. And sustainable means something that, how can you make this world last longer for more generations, healthier? How can we preserve the resources that was given to us? Like I was born in an era where, let's say, I was given good air and good resources and good water. And so do we know, are we sure that this will stay for the people, you know, in 100 years from today or even 20 years from today? So can we do some practices? Can we do some small changes? This is sustainability for me. Sustainability is like, can we make small changes to a better world? Can we save the world from tomorrow? No. Can we start doing small, can we do small steps to help the environment to be better? Yes. So yeah, I think to just summarize that, it's a small steps that has bigger impacts to the environment, to the air, to the water, to the resources.
So tell us, the audience here, a little bit what you're working on, and maybe I give you a little bit of hint. You're not only running your paper factory, your other companies, but you are, like I guess all of us in that GSN, strong believer in education. So tell us a little bit how you're taking your work and your beliefs into the area of education.
When you say education, you mean like
I mean, you're spreading the world. I'll see on your Instagram, you're talking to school children. You take your employees out to the beaches to cleanups and all that thing.
So I mean, I believe that all these changes that I created with my companies have started because of education, have started because of the fact that I think knowledge is the most important thing. Like, you need to teach people the core messages behind. Yeah, you can just say, hey, let's go all vegan, or let's start using eco-friendly packaging, or all of this, but what does it mean? And does it resonate with the people around you, especially with running companies that has so many people from different cultures, from different ages, different genders, and being able to make sure that all of them understand the same mission that we have is also hard. So what I try to do all the time is, yeah, I can sit in my place and say, hey, here's a vegan concept, and yalla, let's make it work. But I think what I decided to do is, like, I have to reach the community, and I have to kind of dig deeper into the community that I was raised in, where I felt there was a lack of knowledge, there was lack of transparency, there's lack of information. If I knew what I knew back in the days, like now, I mean, I would be much more, I mean, I don't know where I would be today, but I think I'll be much more effective. However, I feel that it's a right for every person in this world to know this information, to know that when you eat meat, that's what's going to happen. When you throw plastic in the ocean, that's where it's going to end up at. So I think just knowing and the awareness of it is the fairest thing you can do to the community. It's the right for every person. It's their right to know, and I think letting them know and letting them make that decision is the most important thing. It's like, that's how I did it. I knew the information and I had the choice to make the decision either left or right. And I did the decision myself. And I think giving that authority to every person in the world is the most important thing. And that's only come with education.
Thank you. So one more question I have about, you have done so many things at your young age of 27. So what's in the future? What are you working on? What can we expect from Ghanim in Doha?
Well, I'm working on many different things at the moment. I mean, to be very precise, I'm opening a new shop, a new skincare concept called Botany, hopefully in 1 week from today. So I'm very happy with that. It's a baby that I've been working with for 2 years now. I've been testing it, and I'm very happy that it's finally coming to life. I'm working on this concept, Green and Go, which is a grab and go concept. It's going to be in Doha Metro projects. Is opening inshallah in 1.5 months also. Everything that I'm going to tell you now is very soon. And then in 6 months, during the next 6 months, I'm opening a botany spa, which is going to have the products that I've developed used on people in terms of, treatments and healing and therapies, and it's all based on botanical wisdom. And then also I'm developing this concept, which hopefully will open by October. It's an ice cream vegan concept, where I'm trying to also give people that option of like, you don't have to suffer while going on a vegan diet. You don't have to sacrifice the desserts and the sweets. You can still eat them in a healthier way. So yeah, I'm working on these, I think almost 5 projects. So I'm very excited. So like, these are the 6 months kind of like targets that I have, but if you ask me like what I'm doing in 5 years, then maybe there's more stuff, but I think for now, like, I'm focusing on these 6 things. Yeah.
So as you know, we hope we can extend our network of all the people who are interested in working with sustainability, with businesses who care about the environment. So how do you think you could benefit, and what you might ask from the network to help you in your future plans or what you're doing right now?
Well, I'm very happy that such a network exists, actually, and I think that means there's hope, that means there's change, that means there's people who cares. I think what I would want from this, and what I would want this to help me with, is to spread the word, to spread the message that I'm doing. I think this is not something that can stop only in Doha and start and stop in Doha. And I think it should go everywhere. I think somebody who is hearing me now should think of that in his own country, and because I wouldn't be able to reach everywhere in the world, and I could have this power and authority in where I am now and create this change and make the impact. But I think everybody who's listening to this interview can make the impact in their own communities, between their friends, between their families, making those small steps that we talked about, which is sustainability. So what I want from this is just to inspire other people to adapt the same path that I adapted and try to implement it in their own communities.
So I would like even to add something for everybody who is listening to this interview. And you will find Ghanim's contact info at the end of this video. But if you're interested in products, and I think I had the pleasure to visit his vegan restaurant, outstanding food. So you've in Doha, go there. But also his products. I mean, if you are interested in learning about, his Papercut company, I think Qatar is open for exports. And even with his new cosmetic line, I personally think that could be a global brand. So everybody in our network, go and contact Ghanim for those products. So Ghanim, thank you so much for taking your time today. And until next time, thank you.